Hey, you guys, listen, new information in the Gene Hackman case. The police have apologized for misidentifying a key factor. What's more, they are saying that they are looking, the pills, oddly enough, the trash and the food holds the key to cracking this investigation. On top of that, they have literally issued statements as to why the pacemaker is establishing a timeline of their passing very, very, very difficult. You guys, there's so much to cover. Let's get into it. First of all, let's talk about the key fatal error that they said they actually made and misidentifying a clear clue, okay? One, the German Shepherds. Allegedly, the German Shepherd bear was said to be deceased in the bathroom. A lot of people thought that was weird. German Shepherds are very, very, very protective of their owners, and they are saying that Gene Hackman's German Shepherds were professionally trained, meaning that if there was any foe or anybody that entered, or if the natural instincts of a German Shepherd, if anybody tried to attack them or there was something nefarious, the German Shepherds would have sprung into action. They are now saying that because they misidentified Bear as a German Shepherd that passed, this puts the crime scene, if it is a crime scene, but the suspicious scene, into context, meaning that the two German Shepherds were the ones that were out running around free. I believe it was a Autopsy mix of a dog of their third dog that was allegedly in the cage. Now, the police will not say whether the cage was opened or shut. As we know, some dogs by breed like going into cage areas, and even if you keep the door open, they will stay happily there. Now, the reason they say the police are not releasing this is because they know this is suspicious. There is no evident cause of death. However, if they give too much away, if it was nefarious or foul play, it would come into pass. What does that mean? Because the police won't say whether the cage was open or shut, we do not know if that dog died from, one, dehydration and starvation because the door was shut and it couldn't get out. But honestly, that would be inhumane and animal cruelty to keep one dog in the cage, a shut cage, while two others are running around. Gene and Betty were known to love their animals. They were known to be very loving. And also they had a huge backyard. They had acres. If the dog was damaging, they could have just put the dog in the backyard. The fact that they had it in a cage, people are saying that they believe that there's a chance the dog could have actually eaten or shared food or had food shared with it by Gene and Betty. This is going back to the poisoning scenario. Again, there is going to have to be toxology that is performed. Carbon monoxide and gas have been confirmed by the people that did the autopsy, the Santa Fe, New Mexico Sheriff's Department. It does not play a role at hand. So when you have two people that have no injuries, when you have two people that have no injuries we can see, when you have two people that have no medical, no signs of obvious poisoning, one would think, how did it get in there? One would think, what happened? Now, let me just cycle into this, okay? Because they are also saying that they think the food will be the key. Again, you have no obvious injuries. You have no this. What is next? If you're poisoned, how do you get poisoned? Yes, so an assassin could have came in and given an injection, but people think that the trash might hold a clue. They also believe that, again, if they were fed something, or even if they ate something that inadvertently poisoned themselves, what if they actually shared it with the dog and the dog, feeling unwell, wandered into their cage in order to, you know how dogs go when they're not feeling well. Again, was the cage door open or not? Police are refusing to say. Another thing that police are scratching their heads about is they are having trouble setting up a definitive timeline. Why is this? Well, think about it. They know for certain that the last known response from Gene's, pacemaker was believed on February 17th. Now, to myself and a lot of people, we're like, wait a second. If you have a pacemaker, most modern pacemakers are hooked up to Wi-Fi and some type of systems. Why, if the last known ping from the pacemaker happened February 17th. Why were emergency services not dispatched? Most pacemakers, if they stop beating, they automatically send a call out to 911. Why was no call sent out, or was a call sent out? However, 911 did not respond to it. The police are being very, very mum about that. But again, let's get into this. Pacemakers had that Wi-Fi signal, and Jean and Betty were in the house, so the Wi-Fi feedback of the information. What was happening in the last hours? Was their heart rate elevated? Did it just go flatline? Was there any distress? Again, people are wondering, was anybody monitoring to the pacemaker? How did this actually happen? Again, the police are not releasing that much information, but that's because it has been upgraded from a natural death to very suspicious, meaning that the cause of death is unknown. I think it's fair to say that two people in different rooms, not together, with a dead, beloved pet, I think it's safe to say that the odds of this being actually natural and that coincidence is, I think you have a better odds of winning the Powerball or the lottery, okay? So the police are looking at the pacemaker and they want it to have clues. They also need that pacemaker to establish who died first. Many people are saying that they believe that the police affidavit, they were led to believe that Betty was alive after Jean. Now, we'll see if that theory pans out, because again, these are all theories and they are being leaked slowly by slowly. The family is holding out hope that it was just something natural, and they are not going to comment until they see what the police discover. And we see that. Don't forget, autopsy should take the minimum 1 month. It might take up to 3 months. Why might it take 3 months? Because within a month, they actually might test and find something there that's like, okay, we got it. However, if it evades them, it could take up to 3 months to run a full autopsy. Again, couple of interesting things. Why was the heart monitor or the device in the pacemaker, why did it not alert the authorities? Did it alert the authorities? And authorities did nothing. On top of that, was the dog's kennel open or shut? These mysteries keep going. We do have an answer to one mystery. German Shepherds are known to be very, very, very protective. If it was somebody that entered the household, the last thing the police are looking at is cell phone towers and pings. They're poring over all messages, all texts, anybody whose cell phone was in the area that pinged off on towers. However, the police are saying that's not giving them not much help, because Gene Hackman and his wife were notorious recluse. I don't know if they were recluses or if they were just older people that just enjoyed their own company, their dogs, chilling on their property. Again, they're 95. It's not like they're going to be going to the Oscar parties. Gene Hackman is a huge, well-respected actor, but they've been together for over 30 years. I'm sure they've been to every Hollywood party they've ever wanted to be to. So I think that recluse might be too strong a word. Regardless of what's going on, the police are diligently working. They are excluding things one by one by one. But the more they exclude, it seems like the more questions come up. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to you later. Bye.